I'm divorcing my wife because she blames me for her father and brother's deaths in a car accident we survived. 2 years ago, I went out for a guys' night with my father-in-law Mike and my wife's younger brother Danny. We were just grabbing dinner and going to see a movie, nothing crazy. On the way home, some drunk driver ran a red light and slammed into us at full speed. Danny died instantly in the back seat. Mike was rushed to the hospital with me, but he only lasted 3 days before his injuries were too much. I broke my arm and leg and spent 2 weeks in the hospital, but somehow I made it. The guilt of surviving when they didn't has been eating me alive every single day. I still see Mike in that passenger seat covered in blood trying to say something but nothing coming out. I still see Danny slumped over in the back. These images play in my head on repeat, especially at night when I try to sleep. But the worst part is my wife Sarah. She's completely changed into someone I don't recognize anymore. Before the accident, she was the most caring, loving person I knew. Now she's like two different people trapped in one body. Some days she's her old self. She'll make breakfast and kiss me goodbye when I leave for work. She'll cuddle up next to me on the couch and we'll watch TV like nothing ever happened. Those days give me hope that maybe we can get through this together. But other days, she can't even look at me. She'll wake up and immediately start screaming about how it's all my fault, how I should have driven instead of her dad, how I should have picked a different restaurant, how if we just stayed home that night, they'd still be alive. Last week, she threw a plate at my head during dinner because I accidentally mentioned Mike's name. The plate shattered against the wall behind me and she just stood there crying and yelling that I killed her family. Then an hour later, she was apologizing and hugging me like nothing happened. Her dad and I were really close. He used to tell me all the time to take good care of his little girl. He'd call me son and we'd go fishing together on weekends. He was more of a father to me than my own dad ever was. And Danny was like my little brother. He'd come over every weekend to play video games and I was teaching him how to drive before the accident. I loved them too. This wasn't just her loss, it was mine. But she acts like I'm not allowed to grieve because in her mind, I'm the one who caused it. Even though the police report clearly shows it was the other driver's fault. Even though I nearly died too. I've begged her to go to therapy with me. I've begged her to go alone. She refuses every time and says therapy won't bring them back. Meanwhile, I've been going to therapy twice a week trying to process everything, but it's not helping because I come home to someone who reminds me constantly that I'm a murderer. I made a promise to Mike that I'd take care of Sarah, that I'd love her and protect her no matter what, but I don't know how to keep that promise when being around me destroys her, when she looks at me and only sees the person who killed her family. Last night was the breaking point. She told me she wishes I had died instead of them, that the world would be better if I hadn't survived. She said it so calmly like she was just stating a fact. Then she went to bed like she hadn't just told her husband she wishes he was dead. I called a divorce lawyer this morning.